What do you know? What do you know? I know we got a weekly update, but before I get to that, I want to tell y'all. So I'm sitting over here on the south side of Dallas, and I'm going to tell you right now, just from experience, if you're headed to a truck stop in Dallas and it's after 3 p.m., you might want to plan on parking up a little early. Parking up short somewhere before you get to Dallas, just a word of advice. That's just how I do it. It's funny to me that it's well after 5 o'clock, it's right at 6 o'clock now, and this place is jammed packed full of people trying to find a parking spot. And there's just not any. People are circling the parking lot. Lines of trucks are circling the parking lot, waiting for somebody to pull out. And it's just, if it was me and I was coming into Dallas that late in the day, I'd just stop early. That's just my word of advice on that. That's how I do it. Today I think I was here at like 2:30, and I still had a hard time finding a parking spot. So if you're coming towards Dallas, just bank on parking up early, especially if you're going to roll in after 5 o'clock. It's not worth the hassle or the headache. And then even if you do find a spot, it's going to be one of them spots that's so tight to get into, you're going to take the chance of tearing something up. It's just better to park up early. But anyway, enough rambling about that. For me, it's just been interesting watching the parking lot here and making sure that I don't get hit. But anyway, so let's get to this weekly update. So I left off, I was in Springdale, Arkansas. That's the last place I left off at. So from Springdale, Arkansas, I bounced down to Royal, Arkansas. Grabbed a load that was going to Ashland, Ohio. Weighed 18,000 pounds. And gross pay on that load was $2,675. And the cut to the truck was $2,037.30. Total mileage on that load was 1,049 miles, and I averaged 8.9 miles to the gallon. So the rate to the truck was $1.94 a mile. Now on this load here, I kind of made a rookie mistake whenever I was looking at it. I mean, it's still a good load, and I ain't mad about it. But I just kind of want to put this out there. So when I was looking at it in the system, it showed like 145 miles of deadhead. Now, normally I will double check the deadhead miles on something. But in this instance, I didn't. And mainly just because with the way things are right now, when you spot a good load, you kind of got to just hurry up and book it. You don't get a lot of time to look it over. But it showed 145 miles. The actual routing on it, it was 190 miles. Now, anybody that knows Arkansas, there's just no real good straight shot to get to anywhere. So that was the difference in the mileage. It might have been 145 miles as a crow flies, but it was 190 miles of deadhead on the front end of it. So, but like I said, still not a bad load. Wasn't heavy or anything like that, and put me over in Ohio. So, not a bad place to be. So, from Ashland, Ohio, I dropped down to Columbus, Ohio, and grabbed a load that weighed 7,000 pounds going to Omaha, Nebraska. That load paid a gross of $2,600. The cut to the truck was $1,842.66. That was 880 total miles. Fuel economy on that was 7.9. It would have been better, but I had to do a reset. That was my weekend load. I spent a little over an entire day at the truck stop in Council Bluffs, Iowa. So anytime I've got to do a reset, and one of the reasons why I don't like doing resets out on the road, for one, I don't like hanging out in my truck all day long. If I'm going to do a reset, I'd rather do it at the house. But the other reason why I don't like doing resets is even though my truck has the Park Smart on it, the Opti Idle or whatever, it still idles. And so, you know, it probably idled, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 times during that time frame. And so during those idle hours or whatever, it's going to burn fuel, so that kills my fuel economy. But so yeah, 7.9. I mean, it's still not bad, but I would have liked to have seen it up there around like 8.5, especially with a 7,000 pound load. So anyway, the rate to the truck was $209 a mile on that. So $209 a mile from Columbus, Ohio to Omaha, Nebraska. From Omaha, I shot up to Blair, Nebraska, and grabbed a load that weighed 24,000 pounds that went down to Liberal, Kansas. That load paid $2,300 gross. The percentage to the truck was $1,592.36. So total mileage on that load was 548 total miles. I got 8 miles to the gallon, and that's a rate of 291 a mile on that load. So the totals for the week: I ran 2,478 miles for the week. Truck did $5,472.32. That's a rate of 221 a mile. And I averaged 8.3 miles to the gallon that week. So, not a bad week. Especially for first full week back out for the year. Definitely wasn't mad about it. Didn't run hard at all. It was pretty easy running. As you can tell, I only ran a little over 2,400 miles. So, pretty easy week. Fuel economy was good on it, so turned out to be pretty decent. So, definitely not mad about it. But anyway, I'm just rambling now. Like always, I appreciate y'all for watching. Hit the subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and stay safe. Like always, shiny side up, rubber side down. Catch y'all on the next one.